Hi guys, it's Amy with Aim to Plan, and today I'm here with a part 2 of my faith journal flip through. So I posted yesterday my faith journal flip through with the most recent pages in this Inspired Genesis book. I also flipped through this book, which was basically March through April of 2025. And I noticed when I went to put this back into my tote bag that I had forgotten 2 notebooks. So this will be part 2. I just did not get a chance to get these 2 notebooks into the previous video just because I had edited it and uploaded it all. Normally I would just kind of like splice everything together, but it will just be a very quick run through of these 2. And I want it to be a comprehensive, full flip through of everything. And so I'm going to go ahead and show you these 2. Again, I flipped through these 2, and so I'll link this video for these 2 books that I flipped through yesterday. I'll link that in the description. And today will be a much shorter video flipping through essentially this one. So this is one of the notebooks that I have in my stash. You can see there's definitely lots of browns happening here, but this one says Faith. And in fact, this is actually a notebook that I have not used yet. So it is definitely in my tote, ready to be used. I do also want to show you my tote, so let me go grab that. So I am currently using this Happy Planner 50th anniversary tote, and it's kind of hard to get in here and show you everything, but it's essentially full of just random notes, and there's Sophia's Bible, and there's other arts and crafts types things that are just kind of stored in here so that way I can use it. Sophia has her notebook in here for her church notes, and so there's lots of different things in there. I have this bag that contains all of my planner supplies, markers, the colored pencils that I recently hauled. Actually, they're in here. Sophia took the colored pencils, but I have other colored pencils in here, tape, scissors, all of those types of things. So this is the bag that I carry, and I mentioned in yesterday's video that I essentially just kind of store everything in a planner supplies, a Bible planner, Bible journaling tote. And so this is it. This is actually my church bag. I carry this in here to church, and I know it's a little bit messy, but it's just got all the arts and crafts, and I just really need to clean it out, but I haven't done that yet. So these notebooks go into that tote, and so I just kind of use what I need to, as I want to, and so these will go back in there. And this one will also go back in there, and again, I just use it as I need to. So I just wanted to flip through this just to show you that I do just kind of switch notebooks as I need to. I try to keep them sequential, so I'm not jumping every single week into a different notebook, but I can also absolutely do that and be totally okay with that. So I use a post-it note just to cover the name here, but this is just a nice turquoise color that, I don't know, it's just beautiful, and I just decided to use it for that purpose. I have a bulletin hanging out here, so eventually when we get to that, I will have to blur that out. But this was initially going to be my Go Wild notebook. So one of my nieces, she had this as kind of her summer journal, but she ended up only doing a couple of pages. So she did this page. I don't know what the 484 was for, but she wrote her name in here, and then she did this page just using some Go Wild stickers that I had from 2024. And then she had a couple of other pages in here, and I left them all in there, as you can see, so that's another one. And then she was done. And so I decided I'm not quite sure why I decided to move into this one, because this is April, and I definitely had April notes in the other notebook, and definitely space for these notes too, but I went ahead and just took notes here. And then this is from Sunday school for Rose, and so the arts and crafts pieces that can fit in here, I definitely put in there, right? So that's that. Now this one I'll definitely have to blur out, but it's essentially the sermon notes for church that I just kind of taped in there. And then Sophia had a couple of notes in here, so I stuck her notes in here. She took some notes, things like that. And so again, in that tote, I carry all of my notes as well as all of Sophia's notes. And so this starts May, and again, I'm not quite sure why I did the April part half in one notebook, half in the other. Typically, I would go and just finish out a notebook, but I decided not to, apparently. But these are the remaining notes for May. Right, and so this I have to blur out just because there are some prayer concerns on this one. So let me just pull this out. Right, and then the last thing in here, again, like super quick flip through here, was just kind of like this coloring sheet from Rose. And so you can see here, she just scribbled on that, and I just stuck it in here. I was meaning to either glue it down or do something with that. But then the remainder of the book is completely empty. So this is the part where I basically decided to go in and use this Inspire Genesis book to start taking my notes. So that was like May 4th. And I don't remember exactly when I started. It must have been... Alright, so this looks like... I don't know exactly when this is. Sometimes I date them and sometimes I don't. Alright, so some of these are not dated. But I definitely went in here, starting in May. And so, yeah, that's just kind of how it is. And I definitely wanted to show you my tote. And so, again, a very short video just to kind of show you my messy tote and all of the things that I kind of store in here. I know it's kind of a weird bag to carry around with, like, essentially Sunday school arts and crafts and different things in there. But, like, these things like this, I just can't... I can't put into any of my notebooks, and so I just carry them in here. Eventually I will, you know, just kind of make a decision to toss them when it gets like super full, but that's pretty much a quick updated video of the notebooks that I have been using with my updated Bible journaling setup, my faith journaling setup, ever since I moved away from using a faith layout planner. So quick video, like I said, but I did want to have it be a comprehensive flip through everything, and so I wanted to at least show you these two. So I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please do give it a thumbs up. If you haven't done so already, subscribe to my channel, and until the next video, bye guys.